Welcome back to Saracen's Travels. In this episode, we explore Antigua by land and sea, or start the exploration of, rather. We set sail to Falmouth and take a hike over to English Harbour. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and please remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We went to check in the following morning, but first we had to dinghy through Jolly Harbour, which is a vast harbour in reclaimed swampland, and it's been developed into a lagoon with 800 houses which were mainly built for British expats, and also a marina. There's a myriad of shops, restaurants and a budget marine chandlery, so enough to keep us occupied for the next couple of days.
Once we found the customs, it was a very slow start to the day, first due to the fact that the officers didn't all arrive at 8 o'clock. They rolled in between 9 and half 9. But after this, the process was pretty simple and not what we've previously read reviews about. The process is quite simple: port health, customs, immigration, back to customs, and finally to the port officer to buy your cruising permit, which was 80 EC, which is about £30. UK pounds, that is.
We moved to another bay called Hermitage Bay, not far from Jolly Harbour. This was much quieter and even more picturesque if that was possible.
A beach day was planned with the crew from Athena, and we first spotted some eagle rays in the shallow waters, and we managed to catch them on camera. So we tried the drone to see if we could catch them from the air. However, they had given up and swam away. So, no.
Then we watched what was got to be the most surreal experience that was definitely not for us. I can't believe tourists pay $100 to play on the beach with pigs. My oh my, whatever next. What really got us that there was about 30 people on the tour. They must have been crazy or what.
At this point, the owner, Chantel, went mental at us because the pigs all chased us down the beach. She wasn't pleased because she said it's her beach.
Squeezing the milk into their mouth again. Can everybody see?
They're maybe not hungry.
Your arm is away from your body.
They're always hungry.
I'm sure we could get 100 for the cat.
Stop them doing that.
Right, Ben, do a head count. I want to know how many people.
The boys are refilling your bottles over here.
At $100, $100
The
a
people who are
pop.
watching are allowed to go in the water though. They just don't have.
Our sail down to Falmouth from Jolly was a beat all the way, in 16 to 24 knots of warm wind, but it was still a beat into the Atlantic swell, wind and waves nonetheless.
As we approached the entrance, the cruise ship Club Med was at anchor. We motored round her stern and dropped the hook off Pigeon Beach at St Anne's Point. Oh, and the super yacht's in here. The next yacht is bigger than the previous one. They're humongous.
To berth Saracen in the marina for one night costs $280 US for one night. The larger super yachts are paying $2,000 US a night. Not for us. Not in our budget.
Or it's going out, might be going out. I think it's going out actually. We're in Falmouth harbour now. Seen that before at Oceanis.
So this is our third stop in Antigua. We've anchored the boat round at Falmouth harbour. We're going to spend 3 or 4 days here exploring in and around the area.
This morning we're just doing a wee short walk over a hill from Falmouth harbour. We've parked the dinghy at the yacht club and we're walking over to English harbour in Freeman's Bay just to get the lay of the land, then find out how we get tickets to go to Shirley Heights and Nelson's Dockyard. We'll try and do that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're just down there in Falmouth harbour, and Falmouth harbour is a big bay. There's a couple of reefs inside it you need to watch out for, and this is home of probably the billionaires. And down there you can just see that's some of the yachts in the harbour. There's a yacht right at the back. I've seen that in Scotland a few times. Just going round the bay. And you can see one of the reefs just behind that tree. And the other reef's over there, you can clearly make out. And it looks like a kind of southeasterly wind because the waves are coming this way. Lovely view. If you look down here, how much are they all worth. Look at the house in the end, it's huge. Well, there's 2 houses in the end that are huge. So it's, yeah, looking west, and you can just make out Montserrat in the background. And Jolly Harbour's up there about 12 miles, 10, 12 miles. God, there's so much money in the world. Infinity pool down in that one down there. There's 2 huge houses up there. Look at that coming by. It's very nice. This is now English Harbour. Looks like lots of boats over in the mangroves permanently. And this will be English Harbour Marina. I think that's what it's called. This footpath was used by the army back in the 1700s and 1800s, connecting the dockyard, which is down there, to the barracks all along this ridge that we're walking along. And we're just coming up to Kieran's gun embankment, I think it is. And over, and that hill over there is a place called Shirley Heights, where you're meant to go up there and watch sunset. But because we are going to go and walk back from it, we'll get a taxi there and walk back. We'll go do it during the day. And down here is an anchorage I wanted to come to, but it's extremely tight. And yes, it is tight. And that bay is called Freeman's Bay. It looks very nice. And we're now going to walk all the way down to that end point. And then what?
A marker out in the...
Yep. Yeah, there must be a reef out there. Or it might be a race marker for the ROC race or the 193s. The five.
Just got is that a drone?
Yep. And there's a drone there. It's a seagull. It's a bird, it's not a drone. We're drone mental. Oh, there's all the sexy racing yachts over there. So that's what it will be. It'll be a start mark, a race mark. Last weekend when we came to Antigua, there was a ROC 600 race, which basically leaves Antigua, zips around the Caribbean for 600 miles and ends in Antigua. And in episode 28-9, you'll see us dodging these boats. Oh, it's quite spectacular, huh? This point here, there's lots of erosion on this point over here, and it's called Hercules Rocks, I think. And that's what these are tourist boats and they're taking them to them, or dive boats. But when we go to Shirley's Heights, the path comes back down, round this point, round this beach, and back to Falmouth Harbour. Our next port of call is round this corner. We're going to a place called Green Island. We'll probably do that maybe towards the end of this week. And that will just be a chill out place because it's just a isolated island with nothing there other than a few yachties. So that's Falmouth harbour over there. Saracen's probably just down there somewhere. This is the road back that we'll have to walk, or there might be one down the bottom, don't know, find out in a minute. And it's all very, very nice. And lots of money lying about. Guidebook's right, it is steep, but look, get ropes to help us up, or to help us down. Just very fine sand, so it'll be slippy, I would have. So there's Irene using the rope. There you go, go. It's always an exciting Campbell walk. Go down to that tree, there. And I'll come down single-handed because I'm carrying the camera. Getting rope burns as we go. I'm just recording this because if I stop it, iron will fall and I'll not catch it. So I'll keep it going all the time. And that's the steep bit we've just come down. All these will be up, just waiting for a charter. Some of them upwards of £250,000 a week plus expenses. Admiral Nelson back in the 1750s established this dockyard as a navy dockyard, and this is the entrance. The dockyard's over here. Obviously the boys wouldn't have been there back in the day, and this would have been a gun embankment to protect anything coming in from the sea. And Nelson established his base here so that his fleet could go and attack the French. Because we used to just bomb each other in the 1700s and 1800s. And here's looking into the, so that must be the dockyard, some of the dockyard buildings there. And this fort is called Fort Berkeley. It was built in 1747. These captains that bring these super yachts in must have been nerves of steel, because they'll come in and turn around and then reverse onto the dock and drop them both on anchors. And tying stern too. Oof. Not for me. Anybody got a match? And that's what we've walked along, all that ridge. This is number 26C, 16th of January, probably 1708, 1808. It'll be 1808, 1805 there. Because we walked over the hill, we got into the Nelson stockyard for free. So we saved ourselves £10 each. Well, thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. In our next video, we'll head round to Nonsuch Bay, which we believe is the best Caribbean anchorage that we've been to as yet. Saracen out. See you.